Alrighty, everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. It is LA at New York. Full Classic Baseball is Tom Terrific on the mound for the Mets and Don Sutton for the Dodgers. We're at Shea Stadium in beautiful downtown Queens, New York. Let's go over the lineups. Wills at short, Crawford in right, and Davis in center field. Cleanup is Dick Allen, the left fielder. Parker at first base. That's Wes Parker. Seaver at second base, Sims at catcher, Valentine at third base, and Sutton, the pitcher, batting ninth. For the Mets, it's Harrelson at short, Boswell at second, Singleton in right field. Cleanup is Kranepool, the first baseman. He's batting .301. Shamsky batting fifth, batting sixth is Aspromonte. Seventh is Grody, Hahn, and then finally it's Tom Seaver. Let's do it. Seaver has his A stuff, Sutton has his B stuff. Should be a pretty good pitcher's duel. Let's see what happens. I'm going to read the black first, and that's a 12, which will be bounced to, right in front of the plate. And Grody pounces on it over to first and one down. Crawford is up next. Pitch from Seaver, a 35, and that'll be lined to right field, and Singleton is positioned perfectly. 2 away. Here comes Willie Davis. And a 22, and that's lined base hit to right, played on a hop by Singleton, and Davis is on at first. 2 out, 1 on. Here is Dick Allen with good power, hit 23 home runs. And that's a 62, which will be strike 3, and that retires the side. Here come the Mets, no score. Bottom of the first, Buddy Harrelson. That's switch hitter batting from the left side with a 62. Sutton, I said, was a B, so that'll be a strikeout. So Harrelson swings and misses at a Sutton fastball. 1 down. Here's Kenny Boswell. And Boswell with a 41. That's going to be a base on balls. So it is a base on balls. And over to first is Boswell. Kenny Singleton up now. And a 56. That should be a K, and it is. 2 out. Checks his swing, but the umpire says he went around. Here's Kranepool. And a 35, which will be batted up the middle, and that's through past the diving Wills into center field. And runner will stop at second base. First and second. Art Shamsky bats from the left side. Shamsky's batting 200. In reality, he batted 185. Here's a pitch, and that's a 33, which will be a base on balls, and that loads the bases for the Mets. Mets lost yesterday's game 3-0. There's a 0-0 tie going into the 10th inning. Aspromonte with the bases loaded. Big bat for the Mets this season. That's a 26 against a lefty. That would be a hit. Otherwise, it's bounced to short. Wills with a long throw from the hole and gets him. Go to the top of the second. Parker leading off against Tom Terrific. Terrific looks at Grody for the sign, and he's ready. That's a 65. That's a pitcher home run -5, so it's going to be a fly out to left. Jim Lefebvre now with a 62. Strike 3. 2 out. Sims, a left-handed hitter, with a 41, and that's a 1-4 base on balls, but that 5 is going to be grounded to the first baseman, who's going to flip to see recovering. And we go to the bottom of the second, no score. It's Jerry Grody leading off. Grody batting .308, and he's going to hit it right back to the mound. Played by Sutton. 1 down. Next is Don Hahn with a 24. That's a hit by pitch, and it will not be. It's going to be a ground ball, third base. Valentine scoops it, fires the first in time. 2 down. And here's Tom Terrific with a 23, and that's a strikeout that retires the side. Go to the top of the third. No score. Bobby Valentine leading it off with a 35, and that will be a fly ball. Racing in is the left fielder, Shamsky, and he makes the catch. One down. Pitcher's up, and that'll be a swing and a miss. He strikes out. Top of the order. Maury Wills with a 66, and a 10 is going to be line base hit center field, played on the hop by Hahn, gets it into Boswell, and Wills is on with a base knock, and he's going to try to go, and here's a throw down from Grody, and they got him at second base. Score at 2-6, and that retires the side. Bud House is up. Here's a pitch from Sutton with a 23, and it's a fly ball center field. Right there is Willie Davis to make the catch. Boswell is up next. He bats from the left side, and he pops one up. That's fair territory. The catcher calling for it, and he grabs it for the out number 2, and here's King Singleton. Switch hitter. A 12 went to 7, but that's a 10, and that's going to be an out. And that will be a 10. That's lined to left field. And Dick Allen makes the catch. Top of the 4th, Crawford with a 33, and that's ball 4. Crawford is on at first. Here's Willie Davis going to try to hit and run. And an 8 will be bounced to second base. Runner advances. Tom Seaver checks in with Grody for the sign. Here's Dick Allen. Dick Allen with a 54. That's a wild pitch check. That will be a wild pitch. Grody, wild pitch wise, is a 3. So this will be a wild pitch. He'll be charged to Seaver. Runner moves up to third base. The Mets are going to have to bring the infield in. So the infield in, and Tom Seaver's got to reach back for a little extra here. Here's a pitch, and that's a 23. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Terrific. Just when he needed it, he gets it, but he still got to get past Wes Parker, who batted 274. Here's a pitch from Seaver, and that's a 44. That's lined, and that falls in for a base hit, and the Angels have taken a 1-0 lead. Wes Parker with a 2-out single that hung up there. Looked like it was going to get caught, but no. Fell right in front of Hahn, and Parker's on at first. Lefevre up. Pitch from Seaver with a 63. Struck him out. But the Dodgers pick up a run. They lead at 1-0. We are at the bottom of the 4th. Ed Kranepool leading it off against Don Sutton with a 61, and that's a strikeout. Art Shamsky. Pitch from Sutton, a 65. That's a pitcher home run, and a 10, and it will not be. That's going to be caught by the right fielder. Aspromonte now with 2 outs. And a 31. That's bounced up the middle and through for a base hit. Aspromonte picks up a knock. He's on at first with a 2-out single. Jerry Grody now. Roll a lot of 66s with him. Oh, I thought there was another one. And he strikes out to end the inning. Chase a curveball. Here's Sims leading off against Terrific on the top of the 5th. Dodgers up by 1. He strikes out. Heads back to the bench with the bat on his shoulder. Valentine now. And that's a 12. 11 is a little number right in front of the place. Grody throws out Valentine. And here's Don Sutton with 2 outs. 36, and that'll be a ball hit right back to the mound. Seaver feels his position and throws out Sutton. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Dodgers. Hahn leading off with a 32, and that's going to be popped up infield. And Sims makes the catch. Tom Seaver now. an 11. That's a strikeout. 2 down. And Buddy Harrison, switch hitter. And that's going to be a 25, which will be a fly ball to right. Can of corn for Crawford. And that retires the side. Maury Wills leading off the top of the 6th. Wills with a 14, and that'll be lined and caught by second baseman Kenny Boswell. Positioned perfectly. Here's Crawford now with a 46. That's a ballpark pull down the line and foul ball. So he ripped one down the right field line, but about a foot foul. Here's a pitch to Crawford again with a 52 and a 5. It's an error check on the third baseman. No, he makes a nice play, throws the first. Scooped out of the dirt by Cranepool. So nice play by Aspromonte, whose error rating is very low at a 4. So 2 outs, and here's Willie Davis. And it's a 41, line, left field, and right there is Shamsky to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Dodgers. Kenny Boswell leading it off. And it's 63, which will be a strikeout. Kenny Singleton now. It was 63 again. Back-to-back Ks for Sutton. And here's Eddie Cranepool. Steady Eddie Cranepool from the Bronx. Long-time Met, 25, and against a righty, that's line base hit to right. 2-out single for Steady Eddie. And here's our Shamsky. Pitch to Shamsky, a 66, and that's a deep drive to right field. Back goes Crawford, and that's out of here. 2-1 Mets. Shamsky's, I think that's his 5th home run of the season. We'll check the box score. That's going to be Shamsky's 6th home run of the season. He did hit 5 in 135 at-bats. Aspromonte now. Pitch from Sutton. Mets have taken the lead. And that will be popped up in field. Second baseman Seaver makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Seaver with a 2-1 lead. See if he can hold the Dick Williams with a 42, and that's a fly ball, deep right field. On the run is Singleton, and Singleton comes up with it. Good catch. Wes Parker now. Pitch from Seaver with a 15, and that's hit right back to the mound. Seaver makes the play. 2 down. Here's Lefevre. Pitch from Terrific with a 45, and that'll be a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 7th now. Brody's up with a 51 and an 8. And the shortstop error. Let's check out Will's error rating. And his error rating is Dodgers is a 5, so he'll make a nice play. Spins, throws to first in time. Hahn is up. Hahn batting 262 with a 41. That'll be a base on balls. So Hahn is on at first. Seaver will bunt. It's a 5 bunter, and it's a good bunt picked up by the catcher. Moving into scoring position is Hahn for Bud Harrelson. And Bud Harrelson is going to pull one down the line into the right field corner, and that's going to bound away from Crawford. Coming around to score is Hahn. The Mets are up 3-1. And Harrelson's at second. He's going to try for third. Here's Lefevre with the relay. The tag by Valentine. Not in time. A triple, RBI triple for Buddy Harrelson here with 2 outs. They're starting to tag Sutton a little bit. He's faced 28 batters. He can go 32, so he's still good. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Mets are up 3-1. Big hit by Buddy Harrelson. A triple into the right field corner. Played a little bit clumsily by Crawford. No error there, but just did not play it well off the carom. Here's Kenny Boswell. Pitch from Sutton. And Boswell, that's going to be that should be a strikeout, and it is. And that retires the side. We go to top of the 8th inning. Duke Sims leading it off with a 26, and against a righty, that's lined base hit. Drops in front of Singleton. Little sinking liner. So Sims is on at first. Valentine up next, and we'll hit and run. Won't hurt here. That's a 39. And if he's an A, he is an A, so that's going to be bounced to second. Boswell has one play, so runner is in scoring position. Keeps out of the double play. Here's Sutton. We're going to pinch it for Sutton. It's going to be a lefty, Bill Buckner. So Billy Buckner coming to hit for the pitcher, Sutton. And here's Tom Terrific. He's ready to roll. And here's a pitch with one out, and that's a 46 with a 9, and that's foul back right under the booth here, the TV booth at Shea. A souvenir for a lucky fan. And here's the pitch again to Buckner. That's going to be a 46, and a 16 is popped up, foul ground. Plenty of room for the third baseman, Aspromonte, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So Seaver gets Bill Buckner, the lefty, to pop it up. And here's Maury Wills. Pitch from Seaver, and that's a 15. That's going to be bounced to short. Scooped by Harrelson. High throw, but nice stretch by Cranepool. And that retires the side. 3-1 Mets here. Seaver up. New pitcher for the, let's see, it's going to be Pena. Jose Pena's coming in. See what kind of stuff Jose Pena's got. Pena will have his, I think that's his C stuff. Let's see what happens. Here's Kenny Singleton leading it off with a 22, and that's ball 4. Going to try a bunt with Cranepool, and it's a strikeout. Bunts it foul. And Shamsky now. Pitch from Pena with a 32, and that will be a fly ball right field. Down near the line is Crawford, and he makes the catch. Now with 2 out, 1 on, it's Aspromonte. Singleton takes his lead off first. Pena checks in with Sims for the sign. And that's a range line down the line. Will Allen get there? No. And that falls in there for a double. And they're waving Singleton around, and he will make it to an RBI double. The Mets have taken a 4-1 lead. Aspromonte comes up big. I think that's his second hit of the game. Let's check that out. And it is. All right, Jerry Grody. And they will walk Grody here. I just have a better feeling I'd rather pitch to Ron. And that's a 65. That's a -9. And that's a fly ball right field. And that retires the side. So they made the right choice. All right. So Willie Crawford leading off against Tom Terrific in the top of the 9th. Dodgers down 4-1. The Mets with 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Dodgers 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. All right, here's a pitch from Terrific, and that's a 14, and that will be lined and caught by Boswell at second. 1 down. Next is Willie Davis. Pitch from Seaver, 43, and that will be a strikeout. How many is that for Seaver now? And Seaver's faced 30, and he struck out 8. Allowed 4 hits and 1 walk. Well, the Mets are 1 out away from another victory for Tom Terrific. Tom Terrific's record is 10-2, so he's 1 out away from 11-2. Here's Dick Allen. And that's a 42, which will be bounced to short. Harrelson to his left, scoops it, fires in time, ball game over. And the Mets and Tom Seaver win it by a score of 4-1. Seaver 11-2 now. Let's check the box score. Mets with 2 hits, Crane Pull batting .307 and Aspromonte batting .241. RBIs were 2 for Shamsky, hits his 6th home run of the season. And that's about it. So the Mets win it, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Dodgers lose it, 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. Tom, terrific. Once again, terrific. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Thanks for watching.